Good evening, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully this is working. Hopefully the audio levels are good. As always, just let me know in the chat if they're not. If you type something in the chat, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, preferably YouTube. If you type something, it should pop up just below my face here, so just down here somewhere. But no one's talking yet. So what we'll do is I'm going to go do some practice, but I'll just explain what this is. This is the grand final of the VCO Pro Sim series. So this is a series over 4 rounds where professional simulator drivers, so like the best guys in the world, go kind of team up with real world drivers, and you have to have a real world pro and a sim pro on each team, and you fight for cash. And this evening we've got some superstars. We've got Max Verstappen, we've got Romain Grosjean, we've got Tony Kanaan, we've got Sage Karam from IndyCar. There's lots and lots of big names from the real world drivers. Hi Daniel. And you've also got all the top sim guys like Max Beneke. I think he's going for the overall championship today as well. The highest rated driver in the world. And a few others with very similar iRating. If you're new to this, on the left hand side you can see the results screen. We're in practice at the moment, so I'll explain how the race format works in just a moment. But on the left you can see a lot of teams and some gaps between them and lap times, along with some ratings in thousands. So the guy at the top there's got 6.9k, Apex Racing Team 9.1k. That's the average iRating of each team. So iRating being a measure of how good you are at iRacing. Hi Martin, how you doing? And so you can see the average strength of each of the teams as well. I'm racing for Williams Esports BenQ tonight, so there's a few Williams Esports teams. We're in Heat 2. So there's a Heat 1, a Heat 2, and then if you get in the top 15 of your heat, you move through to the grand final. So we haven't made it through to the grand final so far. I've only done 2 of these rounds. But the first one, my teammate got spun around on lap 1. The second one, I had a crash on lap 1 because all the guys in front of me crashed. Hi Roy. So yeah, basically that's what's happened so far. But both me and my teammate André, who can't hear us at the moment because I'm not pressing my push to talk button, we both need some better luck in this one. Thankfully, to help that, we're at my worst possible track. We're at Sebring in Florida. Absolutely hate this track, but yeah, I know it's you, Raymond. I guessed that from Roy. Sebring is my least favourite track, or one of them, on iRacing, because it's super bumpy, narrow, twisty, tight, slippery. It's just not a very easy track, and these cars set up super understeery. It's a fixed setup, so all of the cars have the exact same car setup. All of them are identical cars. We're in LMP2 cars, and they're Dallara LMP2s. And it's super, super hard. But anyway, that's what we've got tonight. The reason we're at Sebring is because the vote went into Lagos or Sebring. It's a public vote, and Max Verstappen told all of his Twitter followers to vote for Sebring because he'd had enough of Brazil, and he commented no flexi wings at Sebring. Anyway, let me show you who is racing tonight, just before we go out and do some practice. So if I just change my screen to the display capture, and I'm going to just bring up a little window which shows you all the other drivers who are taking part. Because one of the things you have to do to make sure you're not cheating and using a kind of ringer is you have to have a webcam on all the time, showing you. And proving that it's you driving. So let's see if there's any famous people. I wonder whether Max might have not bothered to turn one on. There's a second page here. Let's have a look. If anyone sees Max Verstappen or Romain Grosjean, let me know. They do normally run a camera. You are supposed to, but I don't think anyone's going to force them. Exactly, Roy. Exactly. So I can't see them at the moment. But I can see some famous people. We've got Max Beneke just here, if I pin him. This guy here is the most successful iRacer in the world, and he's got a really nice camera. Look at the lovely blur in the background there. See, he's got an expensive camera. So let's remove his pin. Don't know who this guy is.
Fastest lap for Backham, 146.75.
So that's this guy, Mark Backham, just got the fastest lap. This guy. So you can see these guys in the room with the purple carpet. They're all in this simulator room in Germany. This is the Coanda SimSport team, VRS. These guys all kind of live together, and they're just professional sim drivers. So that's what they do. Let's go back to the gallery. I can work out how you go back to a gallery. View.
Fastest lap for Sanchez, 146.68.
I'll turn that that guy off for a moment because it's quite annoying, that noise. Just trying to see if there's any more famous people. We've got... I saw we had Ramon Pinheiro in here. That's my friend. But no, this is it at the moment. These are all the people that have their cameras on. So I'll check back here later, see if any of the real famous guys have turned theirs on. You can see into their spare rooms. Lots of people wearing gloves, so I'm going to wear gloves tonight as well. Got these nice new M4M Puma gloves with my name on, so I'm going to use those because I do get blisters. And the force feedback steering here is super, super heavy. Right, so let's get rid of this. How do I minimize this zoom call? Without actually closing it down. There we go. Let's minimize that. Right, hi Johnny Elliott, and hi David Whitehouse. How's it going? Yeah, David Whitehouse. I was thinking that if I'm alongside Max, I am going to have that thought, but I doubt I'll be anywhere near him. Right, let's do some practice. We're in the second heat, so everything you see for the next 25, 30 minutes or so is me practicing, and then we're in the second heat, so our race will be in maybe half an hour. Hi, David. Hi. Right, let's turn off the music. Let's go do some laps of Sebring. See what we think. Pit lane limiters on. Oh, no, now it's on. I've just noticed there's a thing up on my screen which I need to minimise. It's gone. Off we go. So these cars are set up to understeer, like I mentioned. They're really, really pretty tricky with this fixed setup. And this track is extremely bumpy, so it kind of tends to promote a bit of understeer anyway as the front wheels lift off the floor. By the way, let me know if my volume's too loud or quiet with my voice. I can't hear my own voice. Tyres take maybe 2 or 3 laps to really warm up. First lap tends to be a little bit slow. I hope it's reasonably clear from the little camera angle on the top left of the screen just how much hard work this is in terms of the steering effort and how strong the force feedback is. Can you imagine if we were alongside Max at any point tonight and I got to use this button?
I don't think you get when you don't leave the space.
Bumpiest track ever. Can't believe they're allowed to race it. I think that should be second gear actually. First. So easy to lock up. Let's check the brake bias. I think we might be too far forward. That might be why it locked up so easily. Yep, we are too far forward. Fixed it. Max will be racing for Team Redline. Redline, like, you know, one of the absolute top teams. And Grosjean will be driving for his own team, I imagine, R8G Esports. Not sure who Tony Kanaan drives for. And Sage Karam from IndyCar drives for BRS. So that's the guys with the purple floors I showed you in the other videos. Hi, Rich from Malden. I hate this track. I hate this track.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey man, how you doing? You're on the live stream now, so don't
Alright.
say anything particularly offensive.
All good. Okay. Did you read the message that there will be a new server for E2?
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm already in it, practicing.
Alright. I'm gonna join this one.
So that's my teammate Andre, you can hear there. They are so horrible, Rich, the bumps. I'm not sure why, Andre. My lap times are way slower on the servers than they were in our practice. I'm really struggling to get into 47s.
Yeah, I was struggling as well to get like low 47. I don't know why. I guess track is just way more rubber than already. Yeah.
Yeah, Rich, the brakes are calibrated just fine, thanks, man. The tyres are warm now. Guys, thanks for watching. It looks like the viewer numbers are gradually rising, and hopefully that'll go up more as we get to the race. Hi Adriano, how you doing? Adriano, we've got Verstappen and Grosjean tonight. And we're out in the same part of the race as well. Cheers, Rich. Thanks for liking and subscribing and telling everyone else to do the same. Oh my god, Adriano, it's so hard. Guys, if I'm not talking much at the moment, it's just because I'm doing a bit of practice. Once I'm happy that I've kind of got up to my own optimal pace, I'll start chatting again. But this is just practice at the moment. Oh, missed that apex by miles. So bumpy, you have to turn in super early to miss the bump. Oh, I ruined it. caught the traction control. Mr. Mullet. No, I don't think I've lost time. No, I think I find it easier now being a flathead with screens rather than the VR. I do love the VR, but this is just so much less hassle. Oops, someone's had a spin. Who's that? Stam. Okay, so that was nearly 400ths off. Alright, let's go for it on this one. I'll concentrate. It's that apex, but I was trying not to get on the gas too early and I just ran a little bit wide in the middle. Still okay though, this is still a reasonably good lap. Got to stay off the gas for ages, get it rotated, and now go for it. So you only get on the power once you're already facing out of the corner. Still somehow lost 2/10 in the braking zone though. Yeah, you can see my radiator, can you? I can assure you that radiator is off. Right, let's not miss the apex this time. So super early turning, got the apex, very, very bumpy. Still managed to lose a 10th. Still somehow lost a 10th in that corner. This is the really tricky compromise. Sometimes it's just actually better to carry the speed and just allow yourself to miss the apex. Because the apex has a bump that's too big on it. Oh, too deep in the middle. We pulled half a 10th back. Hey Andre, how are you? So we've got Andre, the designer of the Reynard inverter prototype, in the stream, and I'm driving a closed top prototype here. Oh god, another 48-0, that's 3 48-0s in a row, but we need a 47. How are you doing, Andre? You still designing race cars? Oh, too deep on the brakes. That's a shame. We were quite good in Sector 1 then. Just had a little bit of a lock-up in the braking area. Look how much time it lost us. Designing trucks, okay. Electric trucks? Liam. Yeah, Liam, I hate this track. There's a reason that I don't do this track in the official races. That's interesting, Andre. Where the test track that I work at, we see a lot of electric heavy goods vehicles. So there's like electric bin lorries, electric trucks in general. I see them testing all the time. Alongside things like the Mercedes supercar and the Red Bull Valkyrie. If there's anyone new in the chat, by the way, who has any questions, feel free to chuck them in. Hi Team Horny Racing. Oh, I've done it again, deep on the brakes and a lock up at the end of the braking zone. Oh, pain. Let this person through. There we go, since they're on a fast lap. Cheers, Mum. We're just in practice at the moment. Hi, Jonathan Gibbons.
Nick, can I do some last laps then?
Yeah, do you want me to come into the pits?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just exit. I just need to check someone out.
Alright.
Okay, so just to explain, guys, you in this event, you can only have one of your drivers out at a time.
Can I get in the car then?
Can you do what, sorry?
Can I get in the car then?
Can you get what? Sorry, man?
Can I get in the car then? Or do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to...
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I'm in the pits. Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
Right, sorry, what was the question? So, Brad, what do I do for a living? You know what I do for a living, David. Heard I test tyres. I drive around tracks and give my opinion on the performance of tyres and set lap times and all that kind of thing. And hi, Team Horny Racing. So thanks for joining in the chat. That's cool. Thanks for watching the streams and joining in the chat. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this track. Right, let's stick the music back on. Let's watch my teammate for a bit, maybe, on one of the outside views. But let's do it with the sound down a bit because it's a little bit loud. There we go. We'll just watch rather than listen to him, and then we can chat, and I don't have to speak too loudly. Turn on the racing line; it's much easier. Amazing. So yeah. So it's still practice at the moment. We'll just let my teammate who has to do the qualifying. So the sim driver does the qualifying and the start of the race this week. So I had a terrible qualifying last week anyway, so that's absolutely fine. More than happy for him to do it. Last time I was an elf. Yeah, I was a Christmas elf at this time of year. And you see what my teammate's doing there? Andre's like really aggressively weaving because it's a one-lap qualifying, and he's really trying to get temperature in his tyres. He's doing like a practice outlap. That's quite interesting. But yeah, I was a Christmas elf. My name was Snowflake the Elf, and I did that for 3 years in the winter. Right, let's have a look and see if there's any more people appearing in our Zoom call. Just gonna see if there's any famous people for you. Let's have a look if I can find my cursor. It's got hidden. I can't find the cursor. Can't click on anything. There we go. Here they are. Right. Oh, I just noticed that whole thing you were just watching wasn't on the right screen. You were watching that on like a screen overlay. So I'll fix that when we go to the race. You'll have a better view. You'll see my gears and stuff a little bit better. Sage Karam, here we go. So IndyCar star Sage. This is what his spare room looks like. It's got lots of cool toy cars. Purple microphone. Lots of trophies. Triple screen. That's all I can see really. Can't really see what else he's got there. Let's look at who else we've got. Any wild Verstappens appeared yet? Or Grosjeans? If you can see them, let me know. I can't see. Bikes Kavissa's here. Let's go on then. Oh, Daniel Morad. I think DTM driver, is that right? He's got a cool, really cool room. I love these kind of streamer lights and his little fridge of Red Bull. Let's try the other page. Raoul Hyman, Formula 3 driver. Will Tregurtha, well-known driver. Bruno Spengler. Wow, we've got Bruno Spengler in here as well. I mean, everybody is supposed to be in here, but looks like some people haven't got their cameras on. Let's look at my friend Ramon Pinero, who's got basically a potato for a webcam. There we go. Ramon, get a better webcam. That's really rubbish. Cool headphones, though, all lit up. And he's wearing... Look, so Ramon is wearing his Formula 2 race gloves that he used about 10 years ago to win actual Formula 2 races. I can see that because he had a yellow suit and all that kind of thing. That's quite cool. Right, just a new rig setup. Or have I always had this? I haven't always had it, but it's in the last couple of months. Team Horny says, you enjoyed my race of remembrance video. Oh, that's great. And you know John Monroe. Oh, cool, okay. Is that Formula Palmer Audi driver Ramon Pinero? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is Ramon Pinero. Anyone else before we go back? Bikes Kavissa's in her attic as normal. Looks really cool. Chris Lollam, super fast. There's so many amazing sim drivers here. It's just a shame we haven't got Grosjean or Or Verstappen in there. Maybe they got special dispensation to not show off their spare rooms. Sure they were here before. Anyway, right. Let's go back to see what my teammates up to. Hopefully doing faster laps than I was doing. It's just incredibly close to times here. But at the moment, we're not even in the top 16. So you can see on my scoreboard on that kind of direction, on the other side of the screen, the scoreboard there only goes down to 16th on my screen. But there will be like 35 cars in the race. I just can't pack them all in, otherwise the text is so small that you don't really get to see. Hey look, isn't it cool how my shirt that Williams sent me matches? And you've got like this BenQ logo, because we're Williams Esports BenQ. I think that's like a computer company. Pretty sure. We've got like this cool purpley car. So all the sponsors and stuff on the car, these aren't just like off the shelf. This is like proper custom Williams livery, and there's a few different ones. They've got like a car for each of their major sponsors. That's correct, Davey Heard. That is correct. So we've got a few more people in the chat now. That's cool. Thanks for joining us, guys. Just to give you a bit of a explainer, we're just waiting for the race to start. In fact, I can probably bring up the... If I keep it on mute, let me try and bring up the live race that's going on now, so we can have a little... look. See what's going on. So I see if I can find YouTube. And the VCO Pro Sim. Here we go, grand final.
In the bonus race at all, but David Williams up to 12th now and in a qualifying position.
Here we go. So this is the race going on right now.
About Sebring, right, is you can have these sort of battles up and down through the field. They look great. Don't necessarily make it the fastest way around the track, and now 10th position, 12 seconds back from Mr. iRacing himself, Maximilian Benecke, who looks on course for another victory in the 2021 VCO Pro Sim Series. He'll secure himself the championship as well.
Absolutely. He's got enough of an advantage. He is in the lead of this race at the moment. Things could still happen, but a nearly 3 second gap.
So I'm going to just keep an eye on this, because this is the race. This is the heat 1. So we're in heat 2. So once this race finishes, that's our race.
Here comes the BS Turner car. Great to see.
So red line 1 and 2. That means Verstappen then is leading, or his team is leading. So when they change drivers shortly, there's only 11 minutes left. So shortly, in the next lap or so, they're going to have to change drivers. No, I just clicked mute and it screwed everything up. Sorry guys, let's try that again. I clicked mute and it just screwed everything up. There we go. Right, I've clicked mute because the commentators are just going to talk over the top of me. So I'm going to just watch. We can all watch together. I won't get any copyright strikes if they play music that I haven't paid for. Adriana, yes, it is fixed setup. Yeah, so everything's fixed. All the cars are identical and it's fixed setup. So, looks like some cars are already in the pits. The coverage of this is really cool, by the way. Elon Musk. What are you talking about, Elon Musk? Where does it say Elon Musk? So there's 10 minutes left of this race. So 10 minutes left of Heat 1. I'm going to just post a cool little emoji that only I can... Well, only me and my subscriber... sorry, partner... What's it called? Channel members can post. Look at these cool emojis. They probably won't come up on the screen. They'll only come up in YouTube. Because they're YouTube-specific emojis. So we're going to start seeing some famous real-world drivers get into these cars in just a moment. At the moment, it's still the... Oh, it did come up on the screen. You see my cool little Nürburgring and netcode and dive bomb and my helmet emojis. Okay. So I reckon they're going to start pitting now. You see how they're battling down the back straight. Can I switch off the auto clutch but still have auto blip? Oh, I don't know. I think you can. I think you can, Adriano. I think that's how I normally have it. Yep, so some of the cars are already in. So who's this getting in? Is this Verstappen getting in? So Benek's in. I don't know who his teammate is. Ooh, some cars under investigation. 21 and 50. They're not one of the top cars. Just going to share my stream. So who's getting in? Who's getting in? Who's in the main broadcast? It is Race Spot. Race Spot. They're really, really good. They're really good. So they're just doing the driver change, probably a tyre change. You get one fast repair. So any damage to your car will be completely instantaneously repaired once in the pits. They're going to come up and show us who's getting in the cars in just a moment. Hopefully they have the correct helmets. Some cars have stayed out an extra lap. Or they've pitted early. But there is a very, very narrow window that you can pit in. So we don't want to get that wrong. So they haven't brought up any names on the screen yet for who's in these cars. So, well, my plans for next year. Hopefully we're going to go do a little bit of racing at the Nürburgring, Adriano. A VLN or NLS round or the qualifying race for the Nürburgring 24 hours, and then hopefully the Nürburgring 24 hours as well in a TCR car. That's probably like the extent of our plans for next year, unless me or someone close to me wins the lottery. So these guys are coming in now. Oh, okay. So they're quite late coming in. I wonder whether that's legal. Might be. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what the rule is on the pit window. They've not shown... They haven't shown any of the top guys getting into the cars yet. We've only seen them in the pits. So let's see. Who have we got? David Williams. Why is David Williams in the car? He's a sim driver. Surely they should have changed to his... pro real world driver. Okay, pit window's closed in 60 seconds. I think David Williams might have missed the pit window. He's tried to stay out for an extra lap. He's not got long to get back to the pits. Jonathan Gibbons says, Brad, I managed to learn the North Side thanks to your video with spanners. It's a lot more fun when you know where you're going. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I appreciate people watching those videos. Obviously, I've got the training videos as well. The series. Learn the North Side in under an hour. Go have a look at that if you want to learn it. So, all the leaders now piling out the pits. It's only David Williams who's still out on track. Enzo Benito for Redline coming out into the pack. He obviously pitted a lap earlier. So David Williams for Redline still winning the race, but he's the sim driver, so he's got 6 seconds or so to get in the pits, I think. I don't think he's going to make it. I think that's going to be a penalty for those guys. They might have misjudged that. Be odd for VRS to misjudge that. Oh, and someone's had a spin. Who's that? Benny Simonson. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, Benny. I'll tell you all about Benny later. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I just shouldn't tell you about Benny. But anyway, the brother of the late Alan Simonson, who's a Le Mans star. And Benny and I were friends at one point. Let's see if it looks at any... He's a very good iRacer. And a very good real-world driver. Any more... Ooh. That was almost a move. Oh, he has another spin. His brake bias must be far too rearward. Or he's overcooked the rear tyres. Yeah, that's... Benny's having a nightmare. Oh, maybe he's got damage. He's left. He's exited. Okay, so that's one car down. Have we got any other real-world drivers they're going to focus on? This is one of my favourite songs on my playlist. So VRS is still leading, but yeah, I mean, they're in the pits. I think they're in the pits too late. I don't think you can pit that late. So they're leaving now. Don't know who's at the wheel. Anyway, I don't know, but I'd be surprised if they're allowed to keep that. And I think there's a reason all the other top teams stopped on the lap before. Yeah, his tyres might have been baked, Adam, but it's weird for him to quit because of that. Maybe he got damage from the initial spin when he got tapped. So we want to see who the real world drivers are. One of the Williams cars up, that's good. Unfortunately, the Williams car I'm driving probably won't be up in 4th in our heat, but we need to get in the top 15. We'll be over the moon if we get in the top 15 and get through to the main race. That's the plan.
I can go much quicker on one flying lap. Maybe a high 46.
Okay, you just do what you can do, man.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the other heat that's on at the moment with my stream.
Yeah.
Looks like red line out front, but one of the VRS cars pitted really late, like I think outside the window. So we just got to make sure we don't do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we need you in as long as you can be in, but just without getting a penalty.
Yep. I think after 30 minutes into the race, you need to leave the pit lane basically.
Okay.
That's the latest point.
Hi, James Cotton. So it's red line. Roman Grosjean's team, R8G Esports next. Then we've got Williams, 2 BS competition cars, and simracingwiki.com. And then a third red line car. I wonder who that is. Arthur LeHook, one of our teammates there. We were practicing with him earlier. So in the Williams Esports Razor team. There we go, VRS back in the pit. So I think that it is a drive-through penalty for them. So I wonder whether that's for the reason that we were saying earlier. 2.5 minutes left of this race, and then it's on to our race. So I'll probably best get the keyboard off my lap. I'm going to move this helmet. I'll put this helmet here for show, but I don't want the keyboard falling on it. Yeah, and I'm also just going to close the door because there's a cat outside the door that might come and climb on me during the race. Be back in 1 sec. Hi cat, yeah, you were going to come and climb on me, weren't you? Don't walk in here like that. I thought good Vader was up there. I thought you were up. I've locked him in the kitchen. I'm just closing the door. Right. Something just happened that I missed. Right, we're back in. So what's going on? Red line still winning. Williams fighting with R8G Esports. James Cotton, am I a fan of Sebring? No, absolutely hate this track. One of my least favourite tracks. It's a horrible track. Shouldn't really be a track. They need to resurface it massively. It's just far. People say the bumps are part of the character. They're part of the horrible character of this track. So, yeah, not a fan. 45 seconds left of the first race. It would have been nice to see who some of these real-world drivers are, but it's probably being spoken about in the commentary, but we just can't hear it. Oh, here we go. So Chris Lollam. Okay, so that means maybe Max is in our race because there's no Verstappen in the top 16. Pinero, oh no, Ramon's outside the top 16. He's not going to get through. So these are all the real names you can see on the side here. Bruno Spengler, Bites Kavissa, Chris Lollam, Enzo Benito, Will Tregurtha. You can't resurface it. It's a former airbase. The concrete is like 2 meters deep. You just resurface over the top. Just go over the top of it. Yeah, you just literally surface over it. And then you just keep the concrete beneath. Job done. Or just never go there again because it's horrible. Am I doing the Daytona 24-hour iRacing event? We'd normally do it. It's in January, isn't it? It's normally like a couple of weeks before the real one. I probably am. I think I'm probably doing the Missed Apex one instead. The Missed Apex 12 hours of Silverstone. Which is in January as well. Right, this race is over, so I'm going to leave. Here we go, let's leave this because our race will be starting in just a moment. In fact, let's keep it on just for the moment. I'm going to have a little look. We're still not in qualifying yet. Goki loves it and hates it at the same time. Can never manage the last corner. Neither can I. You're going to watch me do the last corner loads of times and absolutely suck at it every single time. Oh, let's close down some of these things. We can close down this Christmas quiz video I was making. Don't need to save the changes. No point having all this stuff running in the background, but I do have a lot of RAM. What else can we close? We want everything else open. So let's put the results back up. Standings can come back up. There we go. Have a little quick look back at, see what's going on. They're just interviewing Chris Lollam. He's flashing his headlights. So Chris Lollam won. He is a very, very quick driver. If any of you who do iRacing will recognise Chris Lollam from dominating the Formula 3 official race.
I guess the session should advance any minute.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
We're just still watching the end of the first race, just watching the results come in.
Copy.
Fastest lap was a 46.1 by Chris Lollam, so there you go, that's your target. Do we change tyres and stuff? How's that going to work? Do you bother changing tyres?
I don't think it's worth it for the feature, the heat race.
Does it not do it in less than the time it takes to change the driver?
It does, but I think the first 2 laps are slower than...
Tyres are cold. Right,
yeah.
got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll just leave it then.
Yeah, for the bonus race, if we make it, it makes sense. Because it's just a longer time then.
Yeah, got it. Well, let's do our best to get to the bonus race then.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll see how qualifying will turn out. It's so close altogether. I think most people are capable of like 46.8 to 46.9.
Adriano,
I think I can do it as well if I get a good lap, but
yes,
yeah, it's hard.
Adriano, it is better. It is better to miss the apex, but all of it's bumpy. So that's my problem. Is that yeah, I missed the apex to avoid the biggest bump, but there's still other bumps. So you miss the apex and you carry a bit more speed, and then you're like bounce, bounce, bounce towards the barrier, and it's horrible. So, but yeah, you will see me deliberately missing the apex by like 5 meters or something. Because if you get near it, it's just a massive bump. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Right, anyway, there we go. That's the results of race 1. Let's get rid of that. Let's close that. And let's change this so it's not looking at a display capture. And we're good to go. Just waiting for this to advance to... wait for this to advance to the race. Sorry, to the qualifying session for us. Should be any moment now. Oh, and we can turn the sound back up. I turned the sound down because it was annoying. Should be any moment now. They're just obviously waiting for the TV broadcast to be ready to change. In the meantime...
He's go-karting me. Chill out. Get outside here now and I'll show you go-karting in my van, mate.
Our little friend. Right, whilst we're waiting for it to move to qualifying, we'll just do a very, very brief ad break and we'll be straight back. So welcome back. It still hasn't advanced to qualifying, but I think it will very, very shortly. Because it's been a while since the other race finished. Davey Hurd, I'll show you go-karting in my van. I don't know whether... Does that come through loud enough when I play that silly little video? Do you actually hear that? So fastest time in practice, 46.4. What's our team done? We're not even on the list
According
there.
to time schedule, the qualifying should have started already. If I'm not mistaken. But,
Yeah, I think...
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Good luck, man. We'll ride on board with you.
Thanks.
Here we go. We'll turn off the music. Let's ride on board with Andre as he attempts to qualify us up the grid. You're going to see a lot of weaving from him. Thanks, Rich. I'll turn it down then. I can't hear it. It's weird. I can't hear it when that guy does his little go-karting in my van. He's doing a lot of tyre warming. It's a one-lap qualifying, one-lap deal. He's got to nail it on that lap. And how's my volume, by the way? My voice volume versus the car volume, all that. Is it roughly balanced? Yeah, it does, Rich. Yeah, all the top guys in this say aggressive weaving when you've got one lap qualifying makes a big difference. You wouldn't do it if you had 2 or 3 lap qualifying, but because it's one lap qualifying, and these guys are good enough that they don't need like a practice out lap to get into it. Yeah, the aggressive weaving, apparently, according to these guys, the top teams, it makes a massive difference. So that's what I'm told. That's what Williams Esports tell me. You're not allowed to do brake dragging. I will do, Rich. You're not allowed to do brake dragging, but... Oh, here we go. Look, he's going super wide. Let's get a nice run up to the start line. Hope we don't get any oversteer. Out to the barriers on the exit of the final corner. iRacing man's waving his green flag. Here we go. So turn 1. It's just a heavy brake, down 1 gear. Flick it in. Try and get close to the inside wall. And then straight back on the power when you know you're not going to run wide. Don't want to get off track there, and he manages to avoid it. And then we brake, go down a few gears into this tight left, and then right. Oh, we clip the curb. That sets off the traction control. It's never desirable around here with these cars. The moment the traction control is activated, you lose loads and loads of power. And it kills you down the next straight. But who knows? Might be good. You might be doing well. Hi, Lewis Paynton. Nice to see you in the chat. So here we go, up to the hairpin. You need to nail the braking point. You brake it about the first cone on the left. Keep it tight as long as you can. We went a little bit deep, but not terrible. Not kicking up any dust. And you power on down to the next tight right-hander. It's a first gear corner, believe it or not. In these cars, the gears are very, very long. All the way down to first gear. Get it turned in. Smooth on the gas, because you've got so much steering lock on. You can easily get a little snap of oversteer, and then the traction control kicks in, kills the power. Sweep through these real gentle curves into this slightly tighter right-hander that's very bumpy and really easy to miss the apex. Full throttle on the exit. And flat out for ages now. So use some curb, flat through here, use some more curb. Then it's braking and down 3 gears. Use loads of curb and drive over to the inside of the track here. Not quite sure whether we made it, but hopefully, yes, lovely curb use there. Use all the runoff you can to open up the corner that leads onto the back straight. I'm always rubbish at that. And then we head down to the final corner. Super, super bumpy. And he's going to turn in absolutely flat out. Here we go. So the benchmark times are coming in now. 46.5 from Apex Racing Team. Down to second gear by the Apex. Full throttle on the exit. Look how good iRacing looks here. It just looks real almost. Shortest possible distance to the finish line. Over the line. Where do we go? We're not... We're 16th. Okay, we're on the board. We're 16th at the moment.
I've got tires at least.
Andre's not happy with that. 6/10 off.
Can't get the tires up to temp.
Man, I think that's fine. 6/10 off. That's pretty decent so far. So let's see what everyone else does. But if we can stay in the top 20, something like that, that would be really good. And I imagine
That wasn't perfect, but yeah.
Man, I think you did well. We're giving you a virtual round of applause
Thanks.
from the virtual grandstands.
The hairpin was definitely not great. Lost too much on there.
The hairpin near the start of the lap.
Yeah, after the first long straight.
Yeah, okay. Did you go in a little bit deep or something? We were watching, and I was trying to like commentate over your lap.
I was close to looking up the front, and yeah, I could barely made it to the apex, and then it just kept on understeering. So yeah.
Well, we think you drove very well.
Thanks.
So yes, live stream. We're going straight into the race now.
P16 it is for the race. Need to gain at least one spot.
Yep, just one spot, and I'll do my best as well. I'm just going to play my race bumper, and then, in fact, hang on. How long until this session is over?
It's 6 minutes until gridding still.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. We'll just put the music on and chat. So, yeah, guys. So then 6 minutes, and just under 6 minutes until the race starts now then. So we'll just chill out for a moment. So we don't really have much of a strategy, Andre, other than you just have fun and try and avoid the inevitable crashes around you. Better than I did last week.
Well, there was nothing you could do last week, so yeah, we'll see. Right in the middle of the field, so
at least it's kind of near the front half. You know, at least you're near the better people.
Well, they all look quite decent, I would say. Looking at the times, it's so close.
Yeah, it's crazy. So 16th place, and what were you, 6/10 off the best?
Yeah.
Someone who's 9.1k, or it's 9.1 average from the team. It's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah, as I said, like 0.8 would have been possible, but yeah, just so many mistakes in the lap.
It's also a very long track. You know, 1 minute 40 something. It's even more impressive that the times are that close.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just waiting for the grid.
Not just in that time, did he? Oh, he did.
Who is that?
Not just Joshua.
Okay.
He's the back.
Is the Team Redline in P12? Is that Verstappen's team?
Let's check. Yeah, it is.
And the car in P13 is Grosjean's team?
Let's check.
Or maybe it's the car in 6th. I don't know.
The 80 car is not Grosjean. I'm not sure if he's driving tonight.
Oh, okay. He asked for people to vote, but maybe
yeah, I saw that. But it's his team, definitely, but he's not driving, I think.
Okay, no problem. That'll be why I can't see him in the driver lounge area. Okay,
but yeah,
so you are 4 places behind the Verstappen car then?
Yep.
Okay, well, you know what to do. Send it.
That's right.
Or just be close, so when we come out the pits, I come out near Max, and then I'll get loads of viewers. I'll get, like, real good content for my live stream.
We'll try.
Okay, good luck, man. I'm going to just shut up for a moment. I'm just going to play our little kind of race bumper, and then it should be nearly time to grid.
Alright, yep.
Here we go, then. So let's go to the race. Right, 2.5 minutes till the race starts. Cars are arriving on the grid. Let's jump on board with our car. We can't because he's not on the grid yet. So as soon as he's on the grid, we can hop on board with him. Oh, tense, exciting, guys. Let's hope this goes better than last time. So on a little side note, I don't know whether you've noticed, we were pushing hard for it for a while. This channel's got over 4,000 subscribers now, which is a bit of a milestone. Hi, Daniel Ellis. Nice to see you. So yeah, it's not 5,000, but it's 4,000. It's a nice little milestone. Next step, obviously 5,000, and then basically, for me, it just means the more people we have on the live stream, the more viewers we have, the more fun. So every time someone subscribes, hopefully that then means that when we go live, they get notified, and then we'll have more and more people watching the live stream. So let's see what happens today. See if we can have a good end of the sim racing VCO Pro Sim season. How long have we got? 1 minute 25 to grid. So we're just waiting for my teammate Andre to get onto the grid. Oh my god, I would love if I could use this on the... Imagine if me and Verstappen came together and I could use
That's
this.
what you get when you don't leave the space.
I would love to use that. Right, anyway, let's jump on board. So which camera shall we go to? Should we just go with the normal cockpit view? Music off. Serious time now. We're on the cockpit view. Here we go. Tense times. Yeah, Rich, the official stream will look amazing. I love VCO. I think they're a great organizer of sim racing competitions like this. They have really good broadcasts. The graphics look awesome. The people involved are just like nice and really professional. I assume you're on the back straight, right? You're not going to have to do a full warm-up lap.
No, we're in the big straight.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so there's like a little bit of like a warm-up lap. Hey, how cool are these gloves? Aren't they awesome? Right, anyway, here we go, here we go. Good luck, man. Have fun.
Thank you.
Don't know why I'm holding the wheel. Here we go. Fingers crossed we don't get crashed. Oh, we're being done on the right. We've got someone coming through on the right. We're being mugged a bit around the outside. Andre's doing a good job so far. Someone on our right still. Oh, there's a crash, there's a crash, there's a crash. We're through. Wow, that was brave. Oh, this guy's taking away our braking space. Feels like I'm riding on board. Oh, we've been hit from behind. We're being squeezed. For the content! Yeah, Verstappen is somewhere near us. I can't tell where at the moment. Well, his team, not him. He's going to drive when I'm driving. But at the moment, we're going to come out near each other, and he's then going to obviously drive away from me, but I'm just not going to talk to Andre at all. Oh, this guy's getting pushed wide. Where do we go here? Where do we go? Which person does he follow? Just don't get involved in a crash, that's all. But we are losing the cars ahead. Lovely line through there. What a run! Oh no! Bugger! It was going too well. It was going too well. What happened? You think he just lost it on his own? I think he just lost the rear. Bugger. Well,
Oh, for fuck's sake. The car
man,
just...
you were doing so well. You were doing so well.
Oh, well. Oh, I know. Oh, I just hit the grass.
It was going too well.
Uh,
But this track is horrible.
yeah, well, I was fine, but just was a bit too eager to get a better exit than was here.
Yeah, I thought you were about to get both those guys in front. You got a really good run on them. Well, we got further than last week. Oh, this is going to suck, having to drive around at the back. We were well inside the top 15. Oh, man. Oh, we were so inside the top 15.
Survived the start, but then... well done, the drain.
Couple of cars damaged ahead by the looks of it. You're catching someone really fast.
Okay. I don't think enough cars will crash though.
You never know. The amateur drivers have to get in yet. Oh, man.
No. And I couldn't get on the spot there. So I'm driving in the middle of the track. Let's pit as early as possible because the car's damaged and we can get faster car.
Yeah. And there's a lot of cars getting penalties, so you never know. Keep going.
Yeah, we do.
Vanjeen, the funny thing is, this is a track for these cars. This is like where these cars actually race. Yes, Martin. Exactly. Exactly, Martin. Every time. We were right in there this time. But don't go anywhere yet, guys. There could be a big comeback. You've still got, like, the AM in this lineup to go, so let's see how bad they damage the car.
I think it fits fine to drive, it's just slow, I guess. So we're missing a bit top speed. It's not seconds slower at least. I have 4 or 5%.
Do you know when the earliest you can box is?
Check the chat, please. There should be a message from the race control. Like saying pit window opens.
Pit window opens 16:38.
So we have 12:37 right now. The pit entry, so 4 more minutes.
Oh, hit the wall there. You are gaining on the guys in 23rd and 24th by the looks of it.
The car is not too badly damaged. 47.6 after. But should be doing 46s.
The only good thing about when we don't get through to the main race is that I get to go and have dinner earlier, and I'm really hungry. Oh, it was so annoying. He was like, he got such a good exit. He was going to get both those guys.
Yes, it's 2 more laps until I can pit.
Okay, copy.
But you need to let me know. I can't remember the exact time anymore.
It says 16:38. But I don't know. I don't know where you read that time from. Like, where is that time?
Yeah, activating the options, but I had it activated. I passed the pit lane entry at 14 minutes 30.
Alright, let's turn the crew chief on.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
Same thing, I need to do 1 minute
Liters
because I
left.
don't pass the pit entry before the window opens.
Okay. Evangeline, I'm going to drive in a minute. Right, so when he pits, we're going to have 10 places to make up. But anything can happen with the real race drivers that are going to do this, because we can just crash. We're not as good as these guys, these Pro Sim guys, so there could be loads of crashes.
P25.
Okay, so it came up, pit window open in 60 seconds.
All right, Brad. The next car is Rogers.
So yeah, 1 minute. Do you want pit limiter on or off when I leave the car?
You can leave it on, that'd be good.
Okay.
Thanks, Martin.
The gap behind is now 6.9 seconds. Stay calm, keep it smooth. 20th place.
We're not 20th place. Yeah, never give up, never surrender. I agree. Right, I'm going to start spotting. So the steering wheel's going to look a bit weird now. Just ignore that.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Sanchez is now leading. Incident in Gendebien.
Oh, someone's had a crash. You've made really good ground on these guys.
Then pitting there, right?
Cronkite is now in the
Yeah.
lead.
Car ahead of you has major damage.
Oh, okay.
Just watch out for him in the final corner.
Oh.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh ho ho ho!
Look out for the pit speed
That was a
limit.
bit
The
nice.
Speed limit is
Nice
22
entry.
kilometers per hour.
Yeah, I couldn't do it well, so I don't see if this is major time.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Out. Alright, there you go.
Okay, how long do I have? Just as soon as the driver swap's finished.
Yeah, as soon as the driver swap is finished, go. Should be repaired already? No. Yeah.
There I got 7, 6, 5.
Pit exit is
No
clear.
conflict, so just let out.
On your left. Clear left.
Instantly lunged. I nearly did exactly the same as you.
Why you didn't spin at least?
Max is miles out.
V24. Okay, Brad, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Come on, man, keep pushing.
Oh, everyone's just pulling away. Can't catch these guys. Normally Tony Cannon's a bit slower than me. Thanks, Rich. Thank you.
V25.
It's a shame we're not in there fighting with people.
The gap behind's increased to 10 seconds. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
More of that.
One more lap to go.
Oh, massive understeer. Horrible bumps. Hear the traction control cut in there, just Well, sorry we weren't in there fighting with anyone, guys. We just like passed adrift, unfortunately. Story of our season. I hope next season, if we do this again, we won't be in these cars, because they feel heavy and horrible. Not very nice for racing. And there's just so many incidents.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Well, not the finish we were after, especially not after such a good start.
Christensen, P25. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
So we got that one.
No worries, man. You got such a good start, but
yeah, I was just hoping that I could get those two in front of me because they were side by side, and I could really line it up for a good exit, but just went a bit too wide and paid the price.
dude, it's one each for us, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
So
we didn't have most of the luck.
I hope they do another one of these seasons, but that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just a shame we weren't fighting in like the in the middle somewhere. We were always just at the back.
I preferred the F3 car last season.
Yeah, me too. Me too. The F3 car was a lot nicer. A lot more fun for racing. This just feels heavy and difficult.
Yeah, it does.
With the traction control, it's a bit
big setup. Yeah, and the traction control is completely broken. I mean, having a clean launch out of the airport was nearly impossible. Traction control was always kicking in, but yeah, we'll see what they come up with for next season. Hopefully, we'll part in it again.
Yeah. Well, man, thanks again. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for driving with me. I mean, otherwise couldn't have taken part.
and yeah, if you need someone again, just you know where I am anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm better in basically everything that isn't an LMP2 car. But yeah, see you next time. I'm just going to say goodbye to the stream and go have my dinner.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye. The live stream, that was that. That again went badly. Definitely wasn't my fault this time though. But if you want to see the final, just head over to the official VCO or Race Spot YouTube channel, and you can watch you can actually watch the final. Hi, Mioxa. I'm gonna go have some food and take off my Williams shirt and turn off the computer. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you don't already subscribe, give me a little subscribe, and then when we do this again and we have a better race, then you'll get notified. But we were so close to being in that little pack with Verstappen, and we could have just gone for a little lunge. Anyway, right, guys, see you next time. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.